Yo, what's up, Facebook, YouTube? Welcome back. It's Titletown Wrestling, about, brought to you by Titletown TV. You already know it's your boy KC,
J Rock.
your
TK.
boy TK, joining us virtually. How you doing today, TK?
I'm doing good, man. Bless.
That was good, man. Glad to have you, bro. How you doing, J Rock?
Man, chilling, man, in the cut with another episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all been enjoying this week's wrestling?
Yeah,
Yeah,
catching
yeah.
up on. I've been missing the live shows, but I've been catching up on everything.
I understand, man.
Catching the football too.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Football is live in effect, man. Professional and college, man. We talked about a lot of it on Sports Talk with KC, man, and definitely a lot of great games been going on, bro.
Should have brought my shades.
Did y'all catch the Giants game, Giant Cowboys game?
Yeah.
Four to
the
zero.
What I wanted to watch.
4-0, bro, for real.
I wouldn't expect that.
Cowboys.
They'll never do that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, never do that. They
It
ain't
wasn't
gonna.
offense. 40 points with the offense. I can tell you that, man. The defense held it
It's
down.
the best game Dak had his whole damn career. He ain't gonna never do this shit again.
Right. But that's enough football, man. Let's get into this wrestling. You already know how we do every week. We get together and discuss wrestling, and a lot of wrestling, a lot of news happening around the wrestling. Not just matches, not just our weekly shows, but we got some actual news, man. This week was the last week of. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Vince McMahon being in charge of WWE, a long time coming. We seen this man purchase WCW. We seen this man purchase ECW. We see him do some foul things in his career, man. But he was a great WWE chairman. But yeah, it's crazy to see it come to an end. What was your favorite moment in the Vince McMahon era? Not not for him, but like just for anybody in general. The best moment since he been in charge.
Mm.
Because Vince is a funny guy. So all the stuff that shouldn't be is coming to mind. But anywho,
Right, the stuff he does.
yeah,
Okay,
a lot of the stuff he
no,
does.
the question is for
Character
outside of what he does.
Anyway,
What moment has he put together?
a moment that I liked. A moment that I liked.
Because a lot of people talk about how bad he is at creative.
I give him.
Triple H has always been in charge and all that stuff like that.
I say he had his run because Vince gave us a lot of great stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the specifics, but for the simple fact that Matt Hardy and Edge leader storyline is real,
right?
And that he profited off that, but for him to be on some like
I didn't find
y'all
out until I was an adult.
For real? Yeah, I found that out.
I was a teenager
Probably
or a preteen when it actually happened on wrestling, but like I didn't find it out until I was over 18. I know for a fact.
Dang.
I
was younger than that. But yeah, so for him to have that program and on some like y'all professionals, if anything, it's too, out the ordinary, because that's real.
Right.
Y'all will never wrestle again. Nowhere. Like, because, back then, WWE was it.
Right.
For real. So it's just like, dang, he really did let a lot of stuff go off. And they done made money, man, when stuff was allowed to slide. But as far as like him looking out for talent, looking out on the safety tip, on the professional tip, as a businessman, you can't really like say nothing bad about what brother does.
Oh, for sure, man.
Brother and like built this, they say built this shit brick by brick. But
the worst move I can probably think of is probably the XFL, which.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
It was, but at the same time, it was revolutionary for its time. You're
Facts.
bringing in a semi-protein alternative to WWE, not WWE, the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what it is, though. You just be.
It's a regular affair. You know what I'm saying?
It's trial and error sometimes. That man ain't gonna never stop trying. Shit, I don't follow for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, some wrestling shit though that I fuck with for Vince. His feuds with Taker and Austin.
Oh, for sure, yes, definitely. I was just about to say, I was like, probably him going against Austin, and then Austin finally turning on The Rock and becoming, you know what I'm saying, Vince McMahon's man. Even though Rock did the same thing to him, you know what I'm saying, but like it's still a moment where we didn't see them two, you know what I'm saying, get along, coinciding at the same time.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Vince moment, TK?
It's
bad. It's okay. Huh?
They Rock pretty much summed up most of what I was gonna say about Vince. But my favorite moment, I gotta say him and Stone Cold, him and his Stone Cold rivalry. The best. That was like the best thing ever for WWE at that point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To me, as a fan, that was the best moment to me.
Right. I hate how the Montreal Screwjob played out, but then I can't imagine the WWE without it. Type shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing Bret Hart go away and we were still able to get Austin and Triple H and The Rock, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, like other guys to replace him, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it was okay. It made it go easier, type shit. But like, what if Bret did get screwed?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we got a lot more to talk about, man. One of Vince McMahon, I guess, worst enemies as far as like what he done in wrestling. CM Punk got fired by AEW. He seems to have a comment, you know what I'm saying, thing going on him. He's like always been a cancer in the locker room, butthole, doesn't get along with everybody in the locker room. I mean, of course, you don't want to kiss everybody's ass and be friendly to everybody, but at the same time, you can't sit right there and ruin the product or whatever because of your selfish reasons or whatever you got going on. These people are out here to make money, so they're going to take this as seriously as you are.
Yep.
So
CM Punk is dope. Philip Jack Brooks, whole different story.
Right, him as a person, him as a wrestler in ring is one of the greatest of all time. I can't even dispute that. You know, we see what he did with the Summer Punk, his 400 and some days as champion.
2-time world.
His feud with Edge, Jeff Hardy, got some legendary feuds in there, man. So he's definitely a Hall of Famer. Y'all want to see him come back?
Yeah. I want to see him come back for one, you know, a retirement farewell tour or something like that. We could see.
I
Hey, look,
I would love to see him retire and get his place in the Hall of Fame. I don't want to see him coming back.
Hey, don't get me wrong, but
Competing.
there's speculations that he could be making an appearance at Survivor Series.
I mean, in his
hometown.
I don't like that, especially somebody
I ain't gonna lie. I'm so tired of saying people might return now because we've been saying like nobody came back when we said that.
But he was supposed to return fucking Randy.
I knew
Randy Orton was supposed to.
That Randy, that shit, they laid that Randy shit on. I knew Big E wasn't coming back, man. It's the Nick, man. That's when it
came out that his dad said that he shouldn't come back.
Oh, you about Randy?
Randy. I'm talking Randy now. I'm not talking about Big E no more.
Oh yeah.
Randy, yeah. When his dad came out and said, I was like, it has to be that serious.
Facts.
Listen to his dad. If his dad truly said this, unless it's someone putting something in his dad's mouth, but if his dad said that, believe him.
I'm just like, they saying doctors saying he shouldn't wrestle, but to be for real though, bro, so much stuff is public information now that I be wondering because that's not supposed to be public information for real.
Not at all.
I don't know. Because it's like, I guess so. Because it's entertainment. So I guess so. Because the NFL, the NBA, we'll know what an athlete has an injury. And
maybe
we'll know the extent.
WWE has a situation where they have to keep that stuff private.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
maybe NDA or some kind of lawyer.
Maybe some superstars do have some don't.
Right. But
some choose to let them in and some choose not to. Like Cody let us in. Like we knew we and Cody were coming back.
Right.
So
we had CM Punk's fight with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the Elite. Apparently he went off on Tony Khan.
No, he did.
after All In or whatever it was. Him and Chuck
All in. It was all in.
Huh?
It was all in.
Dude, he did it.
It was that week of all in. He went off on Tony Khan, and one thing led to another with that, and he just left the show. He didn't like the outcome of how his match
I
went.
know he
He
got
didn't
into
like
it with Jungle Boy, right? Jack Perry. Yeah, they got into a fight on I guess he's on the way to it. His match.
Way, I guess.
Yeah, on his way out to fight Joe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody Samoa Joe. Yeah, man.
Yes, they did.
It just seems like CM Punk is a true cancer. I really don't want to see him return as a wrestler for WWE, but I definitely would like to see him as a Hall of Famer go ahead and close out his career. Like it's nothing he can do to tarnish his name as far as being a Hall of Famer. He has the numbers. He got, you know what I'm saying? He's held every championship just about in WWE. He has historic feud, so why not just go ahead and induct him and wash your hands with him? It's not you got to celebrate him every year. Just one night, put him in the Hall of Fame, and y'all did y'all justice. Because I would hate to be in a situation like Owen Hart. No, I think it's Owen Hart. Randy Savage. Randy Savage didn't get inducted until 2000, at least the mid 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like by the time that happened, he was dead. He didn't even get inducted. His brother inducted him without him being there. So yeah, I just hate for it to be a situation like that. Especially with the recent deaths of Bray Wyatt.
Roy knows some. Okay.
Huh?
I was gonna say, you know something. I don't know what's going on with CM Punk.
Oh no, man! I was just saying, man. It's just
reflecting
on other wrestlers passing away, and I would hate for it to be too late.
Mm-hmm. You never know.
On to I guess you could say more WWE news outside WWE news. Zilla Fatu leaves Booker T's reality of wrestling promotion, a small indie promotion out of Texas. I can't remember what part, maybe Houston or whatever, where Booker T's from. Apparently, there was a what's it called, unreconcilable situation going on with that.
Oh, for real?
That's what Booker T came out and said, quote for quote. But there could be trying to, like I said in the group chat earlier, it might be some K-Fab type stuff.
Oh yeah,
it might just be
do commentate NXT, so he goes NXT.
Right, and then like he said, people have called him about Zilla, and he can't really speak on the situation when he's gonna get thin again or whatever because he no longer works there, and so it could be situations where he don't work for me no more, so I can't tell you when he's booked again. But he might be going on to NXT, he might be going to WWE, whatever, or AEW if that's the case. But would y'all like to see him in WWE or NXT or whatever?
Yeah, NXT, he'd be dope. Shoot, put him in there with Braun. I said that. I meant that. That's what they call it, a banger, man.
Yeah.
That's a slaughter. Sure. They used to call it. Yeah.
Go ahead and get the whole family now. Might as well. I mean,
you want in the bloodline?
Just, I'm about to say,
when they bring it back, like in 2025.
I'm about to say, for future, looking to the future, I could see him in solo tagging. Like, that would be a cool homage to
the new Wild Samoans.
Right.
That'll be crazy.
Samoans and Umaga. That's his dad. Solo gets a lot of his gimmick from Umaga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That whole tie into that. Even them feuding, like, you try to be like my dad, I am my daddy's son, whatever. Like, you try to be my dad, but not type shit. It could be a jealousy feud or whatever. But no, I just
hoping they like
quick
that,
news on that. Oh yeah, Brian Pillman Jr. is another legacy wrestler coming to WWE soon, so he could be following in the footsteps of Brian Pillman Jr.
Didn't know this either.
Yeah, he's going for AEW.
I've been working. You've been on it. That's all I can say. You've been on the news.
August. He's supposed to be debuting
on the news.
Oh yeah.
I ain't know nothing.
Vince McMahon last and blah blah. The reason why Vince McMahon is leaving WWE as a chairman, the merger between UFC and WWE, TKO as a company, and under the Endeavor umbrella, WWE is now owned by the same people UFC owns. What does it mean for both sides? What y'all think will happen with both companies?
I hope WWE can continue to make their money the same way they do. I think they will. It probably help the UFC actually.
Right.
Like just all the outside of wrestling thinking perspective for a second. But wrestling wise, if anybody's ever wanted to step foot in the WWE ring, now is the time.
I want to say,
I can't wait to see.
That's literally my next question.
For real.
But I'm gonna say
this. I want to see an invasion. That's what I want to see.
No, you're good. I know, as far as them being on the same channel, especially with ESPN owning the rights to UFC, TV wise, maybe WWE goes to ESPN. Their deal is up in 2025 or 24. I can't remember with Peacock. So maybe we go to ESPN. Maybe ESPN picks up the library and put it on their shit or whatever.
They do be on ESPN.
And then also on the Disney too. So like, it's so many possibilities, even from a WWE movie studio type thing. You know what I'm saying? They can maybe produce more movies, interact with the Disney characters or whatever. Just think about stuff like that as far as making money. But yeah, back to this question: what wrestlers or fighters do you want to see crossover?
Shit, Riddle.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right.
Out the gate.
He didn't get his full run. He smoked a little weed like he been doing, and got cut.
He should definitely get like a wrestling program going with somebody that actually want to take this serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I could definitely see a Bad Bunny type quality, match for somebody who really take this serious with Matt Riddle. It just depends on who it would be. I have no clue. There's not many guys I can really think about on that WWE going into that cage. Bobby Lashley, he's so old now.
I think Bobby Lashley do it for real.
He'll do a feud with somebody, but I don't know if he's gonna go in that octagon.
I think it'll probably be a feud where it go both ways. You meet me in a match, I'll meet you in octagon type shit.
I don't want to
like him and
I'm scared because it's him
and Dave. What?
It's either gonna be staged as fuck or we really risking this shit. Forget how old these niggas are.
What's that new Alex we got down? Daniel Cormier. Yeah.
Huh.
Him and Bobby were like one match.
Hey,
even a quick second in the octagon.
If people want to pay to see that, it could do something.
Brock Lesnar. I was about to say Brock Lesnar coming back. Yeah.
He low key signed with them till WrestleMania 41, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? We got that Cain Velasquez mess, and it didn't really go. I should have.
You said Riddle. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura. He's done it before.
Mm-hmm. You think of UFC while coming to WWE is Conor McGregor?
Oh, for sure. Him versus Roman. Him versus Seth. Him versus Shin.
Him just talking shit.
Him talking shit. Right. Him versus Gunther, goddamn, like it doesn't even matter. It's a package to be had. Like
I said, personally,
Gunther being like, bro, you just disgrace of this ring. You don't even respect this referee. You think the octagon and shit. Step in the match with me. Step in these 4 boxes with me.
I just want to know who gonna take it serious enough to actually wrestle though, and because a lot of them have a disdain for it. To be honest, real fighters have a disdain for this performance wrestling.
Right, it being so predictive and protective.
So it's just like I just wonder who would step in there, for real.
I want to see
segments happening.
Oh, for sure.
Pop-ups, appearances, shit like that.
Israel.
Yeah, I want to see.
I'm about to say his interest as Undertaker, like him being any interested at all, if you know anything about it, for him to get down to the T like that, for sure he had to have some kind of interest in WWE, especially with his lucha stick right now. Like I could definitely see him. Maybe I need to WWE can make a little, a little bit right here. We got the merger going on. Take a back seat to UFC right now.
He could. 2-time middleweight champion. Just lost his belt.
Yeah, just lost his belt and lost his last fight.
He freed up like a motherfucker right now. He might go back.
Invasion, goddamn. I want to invasion. They get an invasion going. See,
bro, I literally got on my question. I was about to say, do you see UFC invading WWE or vice versa?
Both. I see both.
Not for real. If we do that, you're gonna be scrapping, bro. Who gonna really fight, bro? Do y'all watch UFC to know? Like these niggas really got UFC goals, MMA goals.
Oh yeah, for
like,
sure.
They're not drop what they doing and take performance wrestling up to be good enough to do this. You feel me? Like you gotta catch these niggas out of training camps. You gotta catch these niggas post training camps and fights after they heal. Like, yeah, it's a whole different world. That's why I just say we're probably gonna see some appearances right now. Like I'm just one of them, you gotta show me type people.
Like I said, we got Shayna Baszler.
I'm about to say, listen.
We got Brock Lesnar.
For the women's side, we do at least have Shayna Baszler.
We got Zoe Stark.
Sonya Deville, fucking Xia Li. Those four at least got legit hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Asuka can be a striker in the UFC.
She could, yeah. Now, I don't think she's fucking with like Cyborg and the rest of them chicks. I don't know, but that might be a whole other world there.
Yeah.
Thank God, Cyborg is retired.
Right, I would say like that was a big name at some point in time, like part of it.
Oh yeah, I was like, bro, we think Rhea Ripley no swole. Shit. The one woman you tell.
Next up, we got the boy Jey Uso got traded to Raw. Apparently, with the by the hand of or the voice of Cody Rhodes, he was traded to Raw. Did we ever find out who he was traded for?
Man, we know it's him. They just trying to.
They just trying to play it along, man. We know it's Cody.
He keep getting interrupted and shit. Like this. Somebody said on Twitter, this Cody's filler arc. I was like, man, it really is.
Right. This is his whole situation with Dom.
But it's one of them filler canon motherfuckers because it's like he is trying to talk about something, but they just interrupted him. So like Wade Bear said, I want to know what Cody would have to say. Everybody else too, goddamn.
Right. We want to know. The people want to know
that. That's the only thing.
Who getting traded? He trying to find out. Adam Pearce getting interrupted.
Right. We would never know, man. Who done it? It's who done it mystery. But yeah, man, Jey Uso now on Raw, separate from his brother who portrayed him at SummerSlam. Do y'all believe that they will eventually match up, or is it truly a split for both of them to be single stars?
I think it's both.
Elaborate.
Both.
My boy.
Who don't really keep up?
I'm gonna let my boy TK get in it.
And yeah, then you go back. That's fine. Go ahead, TK.
I say both because one, you got one that's saying he was born a king, and he said they've been living in his shadow all his life. And then you got Jey Uso, who's been this main event superstar for 3 years running, who been main event pay-per-views on pay-per-views. And it will lead up to a great matchup. Family versus family. We already seen it, but we haven't seen brother versus brother. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen brother versus brother. And that will be a dream.
Match at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 41, we will have main event Uso versus Jimmy Uso.
No, he said we've never seen him before. I was like, do we get the art?
No, he said we never seen. Well, he just talking about Dave family, I guess.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, I'm with you on that. I can see them both being single stars at some point in time, but I will always remember it as tag specialists. I guess you could say at least together. They were really good, great, possibly greatest, and so it'd be tough to see me both of them separate like that. But as far as them getting that dream match, like I said, in the living room type shit, all their family being there, like I want that for them. So, well, you go ahead and elaborate what you was about to say.
Man, y'all summed it up, bro. I knew we was all on the same tip with that. That's why I did that.
Okay.
I agree. I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I add on is for all the people who said, what the hell, I was right there with y'all. So now I'm just trying to see what happened. And I'm just like, man, like you said, about he the firstborn and all that, if they tell this story right, like they have been doing when they get the time and dialogue for it, this shit could be beautiful.
It's gonna
Like
be a bloodline version 2. That's what it's gonna be.
like I always hoped for. This is gonna be a perfect catapult for Solo, and it's already an even bigger platform for him to jump off of than I would have ever expected him to have at this point. He's taken down several main eventers, big times now. I mean, big time facial expressions in the storylines. Like I'm just seeing, like, okay, young nigga can act for real a little bit. He ain't saying too much.
It's been in the movie.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. But I'm saying he meshes beautifully. Is what I'm saying.
It's natural for him.
Yeah,
it fits right on in.
Facts.
So, even when he with the NXT, I was like, yeah, he ain't gonna be here too much longer.
Because you a movie, I mean, you can act. Like,
he ain't gonna be.
I
know. I was just saying,
Kurt
like
Angle and Sharknado.
But yeah, when he appeared on NXT, I was like, yeah, he ain't gonna be here too much longer. So
that's. I'm ready to hear him start talking again.
So we gonna add him to the bloodline, like soon, and then we can get like a mid-card belt on him, something like that, and then they have all the belt. It never happened, but
to the point where they saying he was supposed to beat Theory, but at this point, beating Theory wouldn't help Solo. It wouldn't help nobody right now.
I'm about to say it would have helped WWE at that moment in time when he got stale after that John Cena feud. It was like, okay, cool. Well,
if they would
Theory can beat John Cena, then Solo beat Theory clean. It doesn't give him much.
It would have had to happen. It would have had to happen right after.
Oh, yeah, it was right there because after that shit, he got no love for it. It was like, bro, you be out on both sides.
Kind of stale. I don't know what
we can't hate you for this shit because it wasn't shit, but the match was bad enough to where we can't like you. So, what are we supposed to do with you? Yeah, we're gonna let you lose some Rey Mysterio. Lose some Rey Mysterio. That always works. You're not gonna boo Rey Mysterio. I really want that turn to happen.
Has Rey Mysterio ever been booed?
Probably after you kill somebody.
Next time.
Let's start this shit today.
Hey, because I'm just like, the only time I remember it, everybody was beating up on
bro, you are worse than fucking LP, dude. That's what LP would say, bro. That is some shit he was ever say.
No, for real.
No, that was a joke, man. I hate when stuff like that happen for real, man. But he was part of that match. I know he took that loss hard. For sure, man. On the positive tip, we got Becky Lynch at NXT. She just won the NXT Women's Championship, man, from Tiffany Stratton. Match is great. Before we get deep into this, I want to say that match is great. Tiffany Stratton, you get the big one against one of the biggest women superstars ever, not just currently. So I want to give up a round of applause for that. But
10 out of 10.
Was that a good call or a bad call, her winning the championship?
It was a good call.
Why? And we'll get your opinion. Go ahead.
Okay, so we gonna get. Everybody knows that we finna get some NXT call-ups. And then within a few months, man, we finna get some NXT call-ups. We finna get some NXT call-ups. With Becky winning that title, they gave a lot of motivation for Tiffany Stratton. And believe it or not, yeah, she might have seemed upset on TV, but that will elevate her game because we can see her in already getting main event pushes on the main roster.
Right.
Some good ass feuds on the main roster too as well. She's good on the mic. For one, she's good on the mic.
She's great, yeah.
She has that excellent ring presence. So she can go up basically against anybody that she wants.
So you see Tiffany Stratton joining main roster soon?
Yes, I can definitely see her. I can see her getting one more match with Becky for the title. Becky retains that title. Then after that, Tiffany goes to the main roster along with Wesley.
With who?
Wesley will be making.
Oh, I forgot to put that in those two, bro. Yeah, we'll talk about it after Becky happened on the same night. Wesley exit. But yeah, man, I'm with you on that. As far as Tiffany possibly getting caught up, I didn't think about it until you said it. I was thinking about more or less the lady she might have jumped for that title. I didn't think it was gonna happen so soon. Like they did. Like you saw her after the Trish match. We seen the shout out at NXT pay per view or whatever it was, and then the next NXT when she's available, she's champion. But you go ahead, J-Rock. I'm gonna let you get your opinion, and
I mean, yeah, y'all basically must hit it, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be the black sheep on this one. I think Wesley and Tiffany staying right where they at. They ain't going nowhere.
Come on, Becky.
I know.
We get a Wesley next.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, on that one. As far as Becky low key hockey for me because I watched them all. She 5 for 5 on her last matches, man. They all been good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That last match in Canada with Trish that was supposed to be it carried on to the interference outside. Then you got the one after that she had to face Zoe Stark in that falls count anywhere match. Mm-hmm. And then you got her versus Trish again. Then boom, you got her versus Zoe again. And then she fought Trish again at the steel cage. So like that was it. So when she got to this match right here, I wasn't really expecting a like classic like that. I expected the typical like pro showing the real like to make them look good.
You saying that the message she put on before then was so great, you didn't think the effort would be the same?
Just because of Tiffany's like
inexperience.
Yeah, like I didn't think they was gonna let it be like that. I thought they was gonna have it pretty much cut and dry, like on some dominate. You feel me? As a heel, then the vet get they run, dominate some more of the heel, vet get they run, but it makes the rook look good. But no, they actually had back and forth sequences.
She could have beat
for more than like one or two.
She was close.
Like. So that really showed me that they got the trust with her. Mm-hmm. So while I do agree Tiffany got that trust and she's a good wrestler and good on the mic, I just don't think they're going to push it just yet. They're trying to keep NXT for what it is because quietly NXT is really the best show right now.
It's always been the best show. Well, after the game show, it all from when Seth Rollins became champion until now, for me, the best overall show. Because I'll say more consistent. I ain't gonna say best overall show.
Okay, I get that as a whole
week to week for what it is. It's always been entertaining.
Yeah, because you know me, SmackDown, Bloodline.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
When it was all good, it was all good, but that was TV right there.
It was the best in the Ruthless Aggression. Even that brand split in 2016, SmackDown was better than Raw. For it to be the B show, nah, bro. Let's be real. That's who can be.
I ain't gonna lie, I like Raw though. I like Raw is Raw is the wrestling show. If you want to see the wrestling, watch Raw. Mm-hmm. Not to say NXT don't got the wrestling. I'm just saying Raw has 3 hours.
Yeah. It be some shenanigans in there.
SmackDown has less of the wrestling, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I like Raw now because the shenanigans, the scenes.
The thing with the shenanigans, they've always been there. It been a 3 hour show. It been some stuff we probably shouldn't have got because it being a 3 hour show.
Right, but the shenanigans are not shenanigans anymore. They're all scenes. Like people saying, Imperial for the break up. Bro, stop crying. We just giving these other characters some type of character.
Right.
We don't gotta just have it so cut and dry like Edge and the Edgeheads. Who were the Edgeheads? We ain't find out till they fucking split for real.
Why they became the Edgeheads?
Yeah.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Tell us about Vinci. Tell us about Ludwig. You feel me? The whole Judgment Day shit is hitting. We lost my boy to Marcus. There we go.
Oh, all I'm about to say was it's like we all split on kind of got mixed opinions on the Becky Lynch situation. I do want to ask one more question about it.
But yeah, good call for Becky. My bad. Good call for Becky. Yeah,
I'm kind of down the middle.
Like she told her straight up, you brought your little dead end title reign to me, trying to get some like the fact they let her use that is so true. So they really just played off of that, and now it's just. Like I said about Theory, you don't have a title no more, so now you got purpose again.
Before the Becky match, her best feud was Thea Hill.
Yeah.
Her being the youngest, but it was more about Thea and her growth. What she came along. At first, she was just a cheerleader. Now, someone you can actually put in the ring. Because at first, she was just cheering on Chase U, Duke Hudson, and Andre Chase. Even when they had Bodie, before he got cut, you know what I'm saying? She was always cheering them on. And then she got in the ring, she got better. Into the moment where she contended for a title. That was her best feud. Now those small feud where she just got in the ring and beat him, whatever like that, I would consider them feud. But then Becky come in and took the title from her. It wasn't like
that's what Rhea got going on.
It wasn't an Austin Theory situation. It wasn't like we had to get off her. It was just Tiffany. So we got a situation to possibly elevate you. Mm-hmm. So let's take this L and see what happens. Maybe we do swing it back to you, or even we do a program bring in Roxanne. Roxanne, hasn't got how to do. Maybe you're meant to take off her. Cause they've always had excellent chemistry too. Roxanne and
for Bex too.
Right. Go ahead and get that off. But at the same time, I kind of know.
I ain't mad at the loss.
I kind of know there's other people that's still around that could have got the opportunity, but I don't hate the idea because you bring an eyes in it.
If you put it, you bring an eyes, but then who gonna beat Becky is the one who gonna.
I was literally about to ask y'all that, and then the question behind it is gonna go into the segment behind it. After that, just go ahead. So boom, who y'all realistically think could beat Becky for that? I'm gonna go ahead and say mine. I think it will be a shot for Roxanne to do it. Let her beat Becky. If she's truly the prodigy, she's always won whatever she went to, whether reality or wrestling. She was the first ever Ring of Honor champion. She won the NXT Women's Champion briefly and the tag titles briefly. Finally give her a length of run before it's too late, before she's too hot for NXT and she has to move on to the main roster. Let's go ahead and get her a nice run now. And you have plenty of contenders for Kiana James has risen, from the mid card, low card, whatever she was, and when she first got to NXT, tagging with Fallon Henley. You got Tiffany Stratton still around, Blair Davenport, Gigi Dolan starting to get some more aggression about herself. Casey Jane and Thea Hill got a little thing going on where she's trying to adjust her character to where she's taking more shit. She's not just this 20-year-old chick trying to wrestle. Who else is around on that women's roster? We still got all the women who's hurt. So Roca, Wendy Chu, Nikita Lyons. You got a deep locker room that could possibly benefit from someone like them being champion instead of just former NXT superstar. Especially someone who doesn't need the call down. Becky Lynch wasn't getting born. She didn't have to go NXT. Baron Corbin, Dijak, Apollo Crews, they needed a change of scenery. But y'all go ahead. Who y'all picking for the best? Who could be here?
Roxanne.
Oh, Roxanne too.
Yeah.
I got Roxanne, but my dark horse is Blair Davenport.
Okay, that would be a good heel face. I'm about to say it would be a good heel face matchup if y'all wanted to keep it traditional. I get what you're saying with that. I ain't think about it on the heel side. They could have run it back with Tiffany. Like I said, there's still some matches to be had. Still some people that she probably could have.
Not a championship trade off.
That was a 10 out of 10 for real.
Right. Moving on to our last segment of the night, we got Jade Cargill is out of AEW. She's rumored to be going to WWE. Both sides believe she's going to WWE. How do y'all feel about that?
I love it. I already got a few feuds that I can see her with, like me and you talking about earlier.
Okay.
Like you said, I can see her going up against some mid carders at first, like Natalya, Nikki Cross, names like that. Make them look good in matches, but also make Jay look good too. But I still want to see Jade and Bianca become a tag team. I want to see that happen.
Okay.
They'll be a fire tag team.
Nah, facts though, bro. Like I want to see that tag team too. I want to see a tag team and then like split. And it could be on some jealousy, but I thought about it even better. It could really be on competition because, like, they low key not the same.
They make a net though.
They are mirrors of the same, shit that they talk about.
If like, the same person is Jay, I played basketball. Bianca ran track. If y'all swap sport, y'all be the same person. If Jay was the track star,
and give them that credit though, because
if she was taller, she'd be Jay.
They really like that. You feel me? Because Kaden Carter, who too, but she's just so short. But
And then both of
they
both of
both are
them carried their women's division too.
built beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know which one of them is gonna play Storm. I really hope that happens one day.
Oh, but Jade.
It's not a fetish. That's just a very yes. If it's Jade, it just makes sense. Like she already rocked the silver hair.
Right.
It just
but
made
then
sense.
I would understand if they were trying to go for the bigger name. I'm gonna put quotations on there, Bianca.
The difference is the venues, the platforms.
Yeah, WWE will always. Even my future dreams as a wrestling promotion owner one day in my life, hope this platform turns into that. I think WWE will always be superior as long as they're around. If somebody buys them other than UFC or whatever like that, if like another wrestling promotion like AEW Impact buys them one day, WWE will always be superior. Not even from a product standpoint, just from you just think about wrestling, pro wrestling in general, your first thing gonna be WWE. Like sometimes, like say you saw a viral video of somebody doing a wrestling move, instead of being called a wrestling move, it's called a WWE move. But that's that's out Jade. I feel like Jade definitely have some feuds to go to start off with. There are some dream matches we're gonna get into in a minute. Before we get into it though, we're gonna talk X. I'm actually have one question. You think she's gonna start off in NXT or she going straight to the main roster?
Maybe the main roster just because they do know who she is. But then it's like NXT because some people don't know who she is. But NXT is a lot of cream of crop of young talent. So I don't know. Right. It's hard to say. I've been seeing reports saying that she will reportedly go straight to the main roster.
I would say, ideally for me, it would be put on the main roster instantly because she did have the platform of being a top champion on AEW. She was someone they constantly relied on. It gave her an undefeated streak.
Oh, you trying to say that that's a diss that AEW little kid they put a straight ass in NXT?
No, I'm saying NXT isn't big enough. I ain't gonna say big enough.
He's starting the war.
I'm not saying NXT is too small for her, but I feel like she doesn't need NXT. Like it's not one of those things where she needs to sharpen her promo skills. She needs to sharpen her wrestling skills. I feel like she's got better doing what she can actually go to the main roster. Now, style wise, if you did put on NXT for a second just to get that WWE style, because it's different from AEW. AEW is really a super indie, a promotion that's on any promotion that owns the national audience, kind of like what NXT had at one point in time. Like it was, what I'm saying, it had these indie wrestlers, but on a national stage. And so NXT and AEW are very similar to a T far as like the wrestling style, but like far as being mainstream, she has that star power already. So she just doesn't necessarily doesn't need NXT, but as far as if she want to fine tune learning that style, then it'll be great. How you feel about TK? What brand she's starting on?
I feel she'll go straight to the main roster.
Okay.
Main roster for me, like make it short, simple, and sweet. She'll go straight to the main roster. It's just that champion pedigree, like you said, she basically put AEW on her back, basically for that 3-year tenure that she was in, and she was a champ for a good long time. I think her and Bianca, if I believe it or not, were tied up at one point for the longest reigning champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And she almost broke that record to being the longest women's champion ever in history. And you still got Bianca Belair too, so like basically like that main roster, it would shake some things up, but still she's ready for that main roster push. Don't take her like NXT. I think it'll be a downgrade for her, and it'll be like a spit in the face to her to go straight to NXT. Nothing wrong with NXT, but it'll be a complete spit in the face to her. For real.
Right. The question I asked y'all last segment about Bianca Belair. Not Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch. You think Jade should be the person to dethrone her?
She go to NXT or go main roster to come back down.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That would be fine.
If she shows her first day on NXT and beats Becky Lynch for it, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's revenge for the culture. She did Bianca like that. We get it's A sus, we got your back. 26 seconds. Doing the same shit you, Becky. Jay, come on. Get it back for the coach. Get it back in blood. Well, all serious, man.
Y'all trying to bring that hood side to WWE. That's what y'all trying to do.
It's a joke, man. I just found
Y'all
it
trying to
funny how
bring
we
the hood to
compared
WWE.
Bianca, and for her to do that to Becky like Becky did Bianca, it'd be funny for the coach, like I said.
Hey, it could lead up to Charlotte and Becky becoming a tag team. Finally becoming a tag team. It can finally lead up to something like that.
I fantasy booked that so many times. One of my universe modes, I did them two versus Trish and Lita. I always wanted Trish and Lita to be like that dream team, like group of legends to come together, women wise, who did get a chance to win the women's title. Like, what if you like them two, Becky and Charlotte, Sasha Banks and Bailey, and the Bella Twins, like them four teams being in like a women's tag division would be dope as heck. Every weekend seeing those 14 match up.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of dream matches, give me one of your dream matches for Jade. Just one.
Jay versus Charlotte Flair.
Man, give me Jade versus It's a Dream for sure. Sasha Banks.
Currently on the WWE roster, dream matches.
Okay.
Go back.
Outside of Bianca.
I thought you was gonna say that first, but yes, I would love to see her and Sasha. I hate that Sasha possibly going to AEW and we don't get that feud.
But I feel like she on a tour right now. Like she just gonna come back whenever she ready.
She's hurt. Don't take one, right?
I mean, yeah, she hurt right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying she's on a tour. Like
she'll
come back to
WWE. But the whole
eventually.
press conference thing really got me thinking she's going to AEW. She was like, whenever she's ready, we here.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure she's going now.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long they're gonna book her up. It depends on how much money they throw at her.
Right. I just rather be
that door to WWE is always open.
Oh yes. It wasn't that bad. She walked out for good reason.
We
literally seeing the reason why she's walking
Triple
out.
H still be fucking with her. You feel me? So Vince was fucking
I'm about to say the women's locker room fucking with her. They be going to her shows and shit.
Very true.
I think Naomi, Bailey, and somebody else went to her first match in New Japan. Yeah, so
remember who else.
But yeah, man, dream match for me with Jade, of course, Bianca's there, Rhea's there. Trying to think about other people outside of them. On NXT, her versus Roxanne, if she was the person to, after Roxanne gets her due again, after she got a credible streak going on, worked her way up to the main event of NXT, her versus Roxanne would be dope. Or Becky. Main roster wise, her versus Shayna Baszler is always start someone who doesn't come from a fighting background like Jade. Shayna Baszler giving that fighting style in the ring. I want to see how she reacts to that.
Yeah, I ain't seen her ever face, so
that too.
I would like to see that.
I know LP in one of our other chats said he thinks she should get a manager. I think a manager is definitely already available, especially if she goes to NXT. Robert Stone needs another client. He's useless without a client. He doesn't wrestle anymore. He used to be Robbie E and Impact. But if he's going to continue to be a manager, I would love to see her with a guy like him because she had Mark Sterling on AEW. So why not give her a similar character and Robert Stone. Robbie E.
Man.
Basement
man look like Robbie Rogers.
Don't let her. I was gonna say let us get a segment between her and Brandy Rose again, goddamn.
Speaking of Brandy Rose,
Brandy to WWE.
We've been calling for Brandy Rose since
she retired from the ring.
Since that Judgment Day shit, and she still ain't.
She said she retired, didn't it? On Twitter.
That's what I'm saying. My nigga always want everybody to come back.
I thought she said
we can't even get the people that was just here to come back.
I thought he said Mandy. Oh, speaking of coming back, Nia Jax. Oh yeah, Nia Jax.
Yes.
Y'all wrong for judging her on injuring people. I get that was part of what she did in the past. Maybe she's walked on it. She's been gone for a long time. She has had a lot of practice. She's been getting nothing much. She lost a lot of weight. She's looking great. I say give her a chance. That's all I want to see on the.
I say give her a chance. She's lost a lot of weight. She's been putting in some work. Mm-hmm. Just give her a chance.
Maybe she still hurt about it.
I agree with the past. It's there. You know what I'm saying? We not saying.
It made Becky Lynch start.
And people are looking at it like she shouldn't get no title shot. I'm like, yes, she should, because her name is big enough with the championships. Her name is big enough with the size and dominance and what she's built.
And she brings something different also to the division.
On the real tip of hurting people with the difference to the division, because she's big as fuck and she be hurting people. Mm-hmm. So if Rhea beat that just helps Rhea's reign. Y'all say Rhea reign trash. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't just shut up and watch the story.
Even her versus Raquel, her jumping into Raquel's match. You segue in Raquel away from Rhea and allow Rhea to move on to Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, people who could match up with her still, but at the same time, if you did Nia Jax versus Raquel, still a banger match.
The whole time we might get a triple threat out of them.
That too. That's another possibility. You open up the world of possibilities.
Shayna and Zoe might do some tag team stuff. I hope they don't.
Work, yeah, I see that too.
I hope they don't.
I thought
it's not a bad idea. It's just right after what they both left was partnerships. Now
exactly. I was literally about to say that. I was like, what she went through as far as turning on Ronda and Trish, turning on Zoe. They should have momentum heading into the next pay-per-view or even heading to Royal Rumble. Zoe could be a dark horse, and what's name damn so could be a favorite. Doing the Royal Rumble, Shayna Baszler. Mm-hmm. Her versus Rhea going right itself. I get y'all trying to do Rhea versus Becky, but you give me Shayna versus Rhea, I'm not mad.
Oh, I'm not mad at that either, bro. I'm not mad at that either. I agree with that 100%.
I get it. Make Becky Lynch 2-time Royal Rumble champion or whatever y'all want to do to get that feud going, but yeah. So,
yeah, that's a banger. That's a banger in itself right there.
Mm-hmm.
With the title.
But anything else y'all want us to add to? We forgot to talk about any other news.
Pretty much covered everything.
Oh yeah, man. It was great having y'all, man. We missed the week last week. Let's come back next week, do the same thing again, bro.
Poll on songs.
Huh?
We got like better. We got the better song, Jimmy or Jay.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. So we've got to talk about in the Jay Uso segment. Jimmy and Jay's interest songs. Who had the better songs? I know as far as I go, I think Jay's better is more fitting for Jay. The fact that Jimmy has a original song that isn't the old theme song remixed or whatever is pretty cool. But I think fitting wise, and I just love the Uso song anyway. So I'm gonna give it to Jay for sure.
Me, Us, they won this.
I think you explained it well, bro. Like he the first son. I feel like Jay's song really fit him for real. A lot of the lyrics talk about the story and how he should feel and would feel as the prodigal son. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I like his song for a fit. But Jay and Jimmy, the songs are both nice. It's just your subjective preference. But as far as the entrance goes, Jay's entrance is way harder. The crowd, they put out a report today. WWE is very pleased with the crowd reactions that Jay Uso's getting. He had the crowd turned like he crazy. He stole the street profits, little. You feel me? But hey, he did it better than them. At least they on different shows now, so it won't.
I feel like he had a heart already as far as what he went through in the bloodline, and then him getting betrayed by his brother. So like we're truly looking at him as one of those. I wouldn't say cream cut baby face, but he's definitely a true face right now. It's hard as fuck to move him right now. Mm-hmm. Like there's no other, and then like even if he did turn on the crowd, like how, bro? We supported you through all this shit. We'll call you to be the fucking was it Emmy award-winning actor type shit. Like your whole experience of the bloodline, yeah, that deserves an Emmy. What you about to say, TK?
Oh no, I just heard Chad Gable's name. I had to say thank you one time.
Thank you.
I just had to say it one time. I heard his name. We gonna get the future Intercontinental Champion in Chad Gable.
I swear to God, I'm winning that championship. I said, do it then.
He winning that shit. My nigga Chad, I'm calling this shit today. Chad Gable will be taking that Intercontinental Championship. I don't win this whatever the next pay per view is. Chad Gable is taking that title.
Take it as long as Gunther win the Royal Rumble and win the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's the reason why I say Chad is gonna win that title. Go after the World Heavyweight Championship. Watch.
Rey Mysterio, I'm gonna say 3 more predictions, and I'm gonna head out for y'all. Rey Mysterio losing to LA Knight, U.S. Championship. Book it. That's how he get his due. He's not winning a World Championship right now. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Moving on to Damian Priest. I know that they got the whole theory about them swapping the champion, the contract. I think Damian gonna basically beat Seth, give him his little break, and then Gunther's gonna beat Damian at WrestleMania because he won the Royal Rumble. That's just me. But y'all can go ahead and close out. I'm KC, Titletown TV _KC on all platforms. I'm gonna let you say your last few words.
Man, I'm J Rock, man. You feel me? Follow me on Instagram at j.dub2_. You can get me on Facebook at Jalen Davis. That's JAALEN. Yeah, it's different. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? All that shit. So, and also Twitter, JDub2__ as well. TikTok more so less the same. I gotta look that up, but you can find me.
All right. I'm about to say any hot takes you want to spit out real quick?
Hot take. All of what Karan just said, I don't even think I agree with none of them. But
yeah,
that's the fun part about it. For time's sake, though, I'm gonna quote my man Paul Heyman. I don't have any spoilers, and I'm not in the presence of predictions. So,
and that's a fact.
He just said that. Like,
I know. I just added LA Light shit to it too.
No, he
that's
just added
life.
Like 2 days, didn't it?
Oh,
it was on some Smack Talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your closing statements, TK, like the court.
Man, y'all go follow me on Facebook at TK Jackson. Go follow me on YouTube and Twitch at King Jackson Gaming. TikTok TK Jackson 7, I think. Yeah, TK Jackson 7. Man, just go follow the bros, man. Go subscribe to the channel, man. Go check out Sports Talk with KC, man. Check it out. Hey, making big moves this year, man. Going into next year, we making big moves all around, man. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. You got a hot take for us before you leave?
Oh, well, we don't care what Jalen talking about. We already know.
I said I disagree, but not all of. I ain't gonna lie, Gunther. It's Gunther LA Knight. It's only real 2 winners. You feel me? Just like how it was.
All I can say is
you gave him the
world heavyweight champion.
Huh?
The next world heavyweight champ. And we will be having
main event on him, bro. He's main event ready, bro.
I can see the Monday Night Raw now. Look at me now.
And then, last hot take about that, including to all that, Imperium with all the gold. Whenever we split the belts up, Imperium gonna win on Raw.
It could be them. Matter of fact, it could be Imperium taking before the Street Fighters get them. Somebody's gonna turn the straps back black. We're gonna get that little silver with the gold plate I've been seeing on.
So all black strap with a silver, the dime look.
It's gonna be how it looks now, but it's gonna be gold together.
I do got something to say.
Or we're just gonna get new designs because we got the whole new championships and weight classes rumors that going around. So we just gonna have to wait.
That's another segment I forgot to talk about. I don't know if y'all want to keep going into that because I do have a hot take about that.
Go ahead.
You said some of weight classes. Bring back the cruiserweight division. Have it cross-branded Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Just some competitors that could possibly fight for that title. They were NXT, preferably. Nathan Frazier, Melo Hayes. He's technically been cruiserweight champion before. Ricochet. Who else is around? Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar. Guys like that. That's all I want. I'm glad you brought that up. If we going back to weight classes, we already got the heavyweight division, technically because of the self belt, and then cruiserweight if they wanted to do that type thing. And even for the women's, if you want to do a mid-card featherweight championship like MLW does, the MLW does the weight class system. So the featherweight for the women, if you want a mid-card, that'd be cool.
Now, please piggyback off of something right quick, please.
What?
WWE, please bring us a trios championship. We have so many damn fractions in WWE. We need a fucking trios championship in WWE.
Oh, you said it for me. Yep.
What is it?
About the trio championship.
Oh yeah, facts.
Apparently Montez spoke up for him and Bobby and Angelo Dawkins being the first champion, or even brought up the idea of bringing trio champions to when they had the TKO meetings. But yeah, man.
Somebody brought up the fact that they low key more equipped to book a trios division than AEW.
AEW has one, so why can't we have one?
They do have more. I want to say more. They have just as many because AEW got a lot of factions. If you
why they said that, then we do have a lot of factions too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know why they said
we have enough to keep that division around and still have a strong tag division. I will say that.
I guess they're probably saying better just because.
But
the trios we have, some of them already got apparatus.
Right, I get what you're saying.
I guess I don't know what they come in.
I'm thinking about the people who held their belt for them. Elite, Death Triangle, and House of Black. House of Black has lost theirs to Bullet Club Gold. Like that's 4 legit stables right there for AEW. I don't know why they said it though.
It gotta be just because they got championships already.
Yeah,
like they already been tag team champions.
Yeah, man. We were closing out and we just thought some more stuff to talk about, man.
Main champion. You feel they was considered Bobby a main champion, so I guess
I get what you're saying.
I have no clue. Yeah, that's my only guess. But anyway, hold on. Will Gunther win that Royal Rumble? Will Cody have to repeat? Will Cody just win the chamber and then challenge Seth because he might not finish the story? He's supposed to be at SmackDown, but
he don't know.
On College Game Day, scratch that, my bad. On the Pat McAfee show, The Rock said he is free and open to face Roman at WrestleMania 40.
So boom, as I said,
hey, appreciate Titletown fans. You
Seth Rollins or Damian Priest get in the ring with Gunther on night 1. On night 2, the Great One versus the Tribal Chiefs. WrestleMania 40 is going down on night 2. That's Titletown Wrestling. I'm the boy KC. That's TK. That's J Rock. We have this motherfucker.
I take.
End screen.